we have to face COVID at the same time we have to face racism. It is very sad. We have the next 15 minutes, and I'm just going to be very quick and talk a little bit about racism and what that is doing to us. It's a system. Let's look at this system being built. Many years ago, 500 years ago, this system has been built. It was structured to work against us, turning us into slaves. And today, 500 years later, the descendants of the enslaved people and the descendants of the slave master, the slave master descendants thinks that black people are slaves. After slavery, when all these slave masters or the same descendants or their ancestors, however they did it right. It's a framework that we can just put our hands around. Right after slavery, colonizers went on the continent and there was this scramble for Africa. The scramble for Africa was when all the European countries took Africa as a pizza and divided Africa into pieces. There is Sierra Leone, there is Liberia, there is Guinea, there is Ghana, there is, belonging to each and every European countries. So what happened is that they all took their pie. Until today, we are suffering it. So right after the scramble for Africa, that they all have their favorite country, and all these countries started working for them. Tell me, from slavery, it's just how I usually tell my professor this. I said it was just the same slavery. It's just slavery, but looking at it from another level, from another position, because how we view things from different locations is usually different. So we could be looking at one thing at the same time. Due to our distance or the location that we are positioned, we view it different. So that's how the scramble for Africa and colonialism became. And when you hear, oh, poor African, oh, they can't manage, how can we manage when you have everything? France cannot survive without Africa, without Haiti. Till now, how much money is going to the French government? And the French president is there to say that Africans should stop having children. I wonder. And right after that, we think about neocolonialism. They are growing. Organizations are in Africa, are everywhere where there was colonials. They go on the continent and there is war, constant war. A president is actually assassinated. You wonder what is going on. And diseases after diseases, and you like Ebola. I always wonder, how did Ebola, get to Africa? We eat meat, bush meat. When you don't eat meat, bush meat, what should you eat? The fertilizer that is put into the chicken, or the chemical that is being put into the cow, the pig, and we should eat that. We've been eating bushmeat since, but it became an issue that Ebola actually came from monkey meat. I have eaten monkey meat. I didn't get Ebola then. But anyway, simply to say that This system that we are looking at today, that a black child is easily shot and dead, police officer is quickly to take up the gun and just pow, 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 like that. It goes way back. Because after all of this, the power is in the hands of the authority. Okay, after slavery, of course, you cannot maltreat people. You cannot kill people. You cannot hang people. Human beings from another continent, put them on a ship, brought them over here. So after slavery, they are afraid of what we will do to them after they have done to us. Oh, they are dangerous. Dangerous what? I do not have a weapon. How can I be dangerous? You have the weapon. So it's just from one thing to the next. We are not civilized. We need to be civilized, so they have to civilize us. This is just the same slavery, colonialism idea that is going on. That today the black man cannot walk freely without being judged by the color of his skin. Last week, the boy was killed on the 12th of April. Just killed like that. And this morning, or today, was it last night or today? A young 16 years old called Malachi Brown was shot, dead. What can we do? You see, when I talk about justice, this is the justice that I am talking about. It is not every time the police officer comes after us, kill our children, our fathers, our mothers, our children, then we plead for justice. Justice is when they can actually stop killing us. We are seed. We need to continue to grow. If they continue to kill us, we plant, they kill. We plant, they kill. It can't even mature. What do? Josh didn't have to die, but he died due to a system. The system that been in place since 500 years ago. A system that was built to destroy us. How can we dismantle this system? This is the question that we should be asking now. How can we dismantle, deconstruct the system that is killing us? The system that is continuously telling us that we don't matter, that our skin tone from another planet. We know human being. They should be our question. It's been a stressful 1 hour, but I couldn't just come sitting here talking about nothing or just play music for you. We need to look at these things. As an activist, this is my work. This is what I truly believe in, that together we can. We should continue to believe in ourselves. If you just see people after you, you have something incredible. You are powerful. That's why. Because 500 years ago or plus, in one race, you've been the target. Put yourself together, rise up and say, I must be powerful. This is the reason why they continue to bring me down. But I am unbreakable. I am unbreakable. I am black and strong. And together we can stand against racism. Together we can speak to the system, the framework that has been put together to break us, we can gradually dismantle the framework. My two boys that I am raising, every day I fear for their lives, but I will continue to speak out. Let us do this together. Last week, it was Danton Wright. Today, Malika Brown. Today, the news tell us that George Floyd, who the police officer crunched his neck that he couldn't breathe and died, got justice. When we get out there and start to live without fear and start to just live like anybody else, when other races stop looking at the dark chocolate I am, that's justice. When they treat us the way they treat themselves, that's justice. When they tell us that we don't belong here, there ain't no justice. We have come to the end of today's program. I know that I talked a lot today. You didn't get to enjoy your music, but you know why? We need to talk about these things. It is affecting us. How can you impact your word? This is the voice of the beautiful Eudora Aleta, the African Queen, and this program is sponsored by Kane Naturals. This is the Voice of Africa radio station. Here at the Voice of Africa, we are here to educate you, to enlighten you, and to entertain you. Until then, I will see you next week, same time, same place.